What's up YouTube, it's District RC back with another video, and in today's video I got a big box. I got a box with a bunch of bubble wrap, or airbags, I don't know what you want to call them, because technically they are like giant bubbles that wrap around stuff. Yep, that was what I got. JK, I got RC cars. You should know it, it's an RC channel. Here is the first one that I got. It's the Hosim Superpower Sport Racing. Anyway, it's their 1/10 scale sized vehicle. But that's not all that's in this box. There's a second car. Oh, look, it's the same thing. So you're probably wondering why I have two of the same truck here. Well, Hosim ran a sale. Normally this truck is $200 on Hosim's website, or with a coupon code that's just readily available on Hosim's website, you can get it for $150. But you can also just get it straight up from Walmart for $150. That's the normal price. The new price is $115 if you bought one of them, or $80 if you bought two. You could get them for even cheaper per vehicle if you bought three. But for me, getting $80 for each truck, so $160 total, no tax or shipping on top of that, was worth it. So then I can have this truck for $80, and this truck I'm literally not touching. It is going off the desk and getting listed on eBay. Link down in the description. So, all right, let's open up this box and see all the goodies. Oh, okay, we have needing for AA's. It says it's a 1/10 scale, but it's not, and I'll do a comparison in a second. 37 millimeters in length. Let me get a tape measure really quick. That's 37 millimeters in length. I'm guessing that was supposed to be a centimeters in length. So that's 37 centimeters in length, which is what I'm guessing this is supposed to be. Width would be 30 millimeters, so centimeters. Height, I'm guessing that's with and without the body, the wheel width. And then the batteries for controller. All right. Anything else? We got the motor, wheelie bar. Oh, it has lights. That's interesting. I don't care about lights. 45 amp ESC, oil-filled shock absorbers, metal drive shafts. That's nice. The back panel, nothing really interesting there. Oh, we got all the different functions on the remote. That's nice. It shows right here. Specs of the truck. Blue, and then there is the pink and green colorway. All right. Now I'm actually going to open the box. Oh, that's interesting. Didn't see that coming. We have some extra body pins, extra wheel nuts. That's always useful. Extra axle drives. A couple of screwdrivers. There's the charger. Here's the manual. Oh, a little bag. There's something inside the bag. And inside the bag you have extra body pins and a brush for getting stuff off the car. That's nice. Add this bag to my bag of bag collections. It's nice to have extra bags for organizing things. Oh, that's cool. 1 year warranty plan. Scan the QR code, answer the questions, and then there's a second QR code. And on the back, just a little thank you and where to find them and how to reach out. That's cool. By the time this video comes up, the sale for these two cars will not be going on anymore. So don't bother looking. There is the truck. And as you can see, it is not super big. Tape on the bottom here. Tires look real familiar, don't they? This is the Traxxas Talon EXT, and that's the Hosim tire. It's very similar, not the same though. Okay, maybe it's not as small as I thought. The wheelbase on the Stampede 2-wheel drive and the Hosim are pretty similar. Okay, take the manual out. I already know the controller doesn't come with double A's, it needs 4 of them. Let me put those in real quick. Alright, got batteries in the controller. There's 2 different colors in the box, and like even this has one color which doesn't match this. This truck, there it is, comes with 2 bodies. I thought I was going to pull one off and the other one was going to stay, and that didn't work, so that's why I was confused for a second. So there are the 2 different designs. Honestly, I think I like this color better. So this one's probably going to be the Shelf Queen body, or this body I use second, and this one's going to be the body I use for like general bashing first. They do have the plastic film on it, but I like to leave the plastic film on, even though they say specifically to take it off, because it prevents the body from getting scratched up quite as fast. Think of it as like temporary PPF on a car. Yeah, it says, please rip off the protective film attached to the body before use, and periodically check the wheel nuts. Well, if you don't own RC cars, you wouldn't know that, but if you do, you know to check your wheel nuts, because they will come off and you'll be up a creek without a paddle. So this is what I was feeling when I was opening the box, was this battery strap goes all the way around the car. It was a full 360. And it does come with, ooh, that's a light battery. It does come with 2 7.4 volt, 2600 milliamp hour batteries. Let me grab some of my other similarly sized soft case batteries, and I'll show you the difference in size. Lengthwise, they're about the same, but these batteries are tall. 2600 milliamp hour lithium polymer. So in almost the thickness of just one of these hard case batteries, I can get 1.5 soft case of the same size battery. Lengthwise, I mean, they're identical lengthwise. So these batteries would be a little bit longer than the soft case inside of here. It gives a little bit of charging instructions on the side, that's all. Same thing with the back. Oh no, that's on the truck. And that's all for that. This is the battery strap for the truck. Oh, it has a metal servo horn. I didn't see that coming. And full metal steering link components right here. That servo feels flimsy. All 4 arms are the same. That's nice. Keeps manufacturing costs down because you're only producing 1 part. There's only 2 screws in the bottom of the chassis for all of this stuff. Oh, the motor's above the chassis, and it's a smaller motor. It's a 2847 sized brushless motor. So not like a full normal 10th scale 540 or other size motor. Battery tray, this part seems pretty tall. Like they intentionally added this part right here in order to make it taller. So your batteries should sit down in there just fine. It holds 1 battery just fine. Holding 2 batteries like this would be really hard because the top battery would want to just slide out all the time. It does have a cut if you wanted to run like a longer battery strap. Yeah, because you can run it on top of the chassis or underneath the chassis. I don't know why they would have 2 options, but okay, they do. This is metal right here. It's covered in this blue film, which a lot of times when you get like aluminum new from the factory, it'll have like this little film over it to help protect it from getting scratched up and stuff. So I might leave it on there, honestly, like the film on the bodies. Tires, not sticky, but they feel actually pretty grippy. I mean, I think they're going to have good traction. It is 2 to 3S capable. It is a 2-in-1 ESC receiver, which is annoying, but I got it for $80, so it's cheap. For the $200 price tag, add 2-in-1 is not the way to go, but for $80, okay. Let's do the drop test really quick. Really good suspension setup on here. Nice and It's pretty plush for this first load of travel, and then down at the bottom, it really stiffens up, which is going to help cushion like big jump landings. There's the lights in the front. I'll go ahead and plug the battery in really quick, and we can see how bright the lights are. I've seen brighter, but not too shabby. Should make night running okay. Again, I don't really care about cars having or not having lights. To me, it doesn't make them more or less appealing. I don't really run my cars at night because even with lights, they're still really hard to see where they're going. Let's check the speed. Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Those tires are nice and grippy on the side, pushing it sideways. Let's see about some wheel speed. This is just on 2S, and this vehicle can run up to 3S. And I will try and find a 3S battery for this vehicle in the video. Not a whole lot of wheel speed, but it's 2S. I wasn't expecting a whole lot. Let's try out the servo really quick. That's alright. And it is a weird sized servo. Here's a normal 10th scale size servo. And you can see it's like 2/3 the size of it, roughly. So finding a replacement servo other than the stock one is going to be challenging. It does have adjustable steering linkages in the front. Oh, metal outdrives, that's nice. And even it has metal hexes, wheel hexes, that's cool. Let's see. The wheels themselves are plastic, that's good for jumps and stuff like that. Less unsprung mass. It is nice to see the upper and lower wishbone suspension, instead of just like some of the Arma and Traxxas vehicles, how they just have like this one link that's like an adjustable link. I like seeing the double upper and lower style arms, which the upper arms are also the same on all four corners, which is nice. No backlights. Those outdrives are really chunky. Oh, let's go. So the outdrives right here, I hope you can see that. There is a screw that comes off the that goes from the outdrive through the differential cup. And so you can replace these drive shafts a lot easier than having to like go in and take apart the entire differential in order to replace the outdrive. Super nice. Also, that means if you want to in the future, you could potentially find my favorite, like telescoping style drive shafts and replace the CV joints with telescoping. It is CVs on all four corners. I like CVs better than dog bones, but I like telescoping the best. I'm not sure how well this motor is going to hold up being so far off like the base of the chassis. I feel like it might like bend like this end going down off of like big jumps. There's a little bit of flex there on that motor mount, so we'll see how it goes. Now for the size comparisons I said I was going to get to. Okay, this is qualified by the manufacturer as a 1/10 scale vehicle. Not like a mini 1/10, a regular 1/10. This is the Relarlo Omni Terminator, which I made a video back about some time ago. The tires on the Relarlo are smaller, but the wheelbase is the same. The front bumpers, they look to be in about the same position. I currently have the wheelie bar off of the Relarlo because I was going to take it to a skate park, but if it was on, it'd be there. So the wheelie bar on the Hosim does stick out just a little bit farther. See width-wise. Width-wise, the Hosim does stick out just a tiny bit farther, and that could just be down because like the tires are pretty decently wider on the Hosim than they are on the Omni Terminator. So it pretty much could just be coming down to the width of the tires, making the Hosim a little bit wider. Now I'm going to compare it to like a more true size 10th scale vehicle. This is the HPI Maverick Quantum Flux 2, a very popular truck amongst RC car enjoyers. And it is a true 1/10 scale truck. As you can see, the wheelbase is significantly longer. The entire truck is also significantly longer. The front bumpers are roughly lined up. And you've got a lot of difference in length back here with the wheelie bars. Height, width-wise, not height-wise. I'm not really going to compare the height of the two vehicles. That's not really specific. That's pretty closely lined up, and almost the entire tire fits inside the width of the Maverick. Like, you can see that the tires are barely overlapping width-wise. So this truck truly is more of a mini 1/10 scale vehicle, which is why in my review video that I'm going to make later on after I've collected more of the mini 1/10 scales, this is going to be competing against the Relarlo and like the WL Toys and the KF Plan, rather than like the Maverick and the Traxxas and the Kyosho, Armas, Red Cats. If you're wondering why that's that way, it's size-wise. That's why I'm making the video like that. I do have the Hosim Venom 1/8 scale vehicle, so I'm going to grab that one really quick and show you what Hosim considers a true 1/8 scale vehicle. It's really 1/10 size. So there you go. As you can see, the wheelbase between the 1/8 scale Hosim and the 1/10 scale Maverick are, as far as I can tell, identical. They look to be the same. And then the 1/10 scale Hosim, which is probably more of a 1/11 scale, 1/12 scale, is smaller than them. I'm going to pull the Maverick out of the way for a second. Put it over here. So y'all can get like a better comparison between what Hosim considers to be 1/8 versus 1/10 versus what everybody else considers to be 1/10 scale. Lengthwise, with the big wing and the big bumper, it does put the Hosim into more of a 1/8 scale maybe. But, I mean, it's just a little bit longer in the back than the Maverick, and maybe 1.5 inches longer in the front with the bigger bumper. And then also, I can't really do all three width-wise on this desk, so I'm going to have to just do two at a time. You can see width-wise between the two Hosim trucks, not much in it. The tires are the exact same. The wheels are the exact same. Like, here, I'll show you the wheels really quick. There's the wheels. You can see they're the same. Now I'm going to do the Venom and the HPI Maverick really quick. Put this truck right here. Which, I mean, y'all have already seen the width comparison with the other two trucks, and so you know roughly what it's going to be. There you go. Not anywhere near a 1/8 scale vehicle. Definitely a 1/10. Okay. Either way, since the manufacturer says that green Hosim is a 1/8 scale vehicle, it's not competing in the tests of the 1/10 scale vehicles, despite being the same size. Thickness-wise, okay, it feels like it's a little more thick up around like the cab part, like this part of the body, and not as much down here. Not quite as drastic of a difference as the MJX 10208, but still a little bit, which I could just be wrong on not knowing that they do this, but I didn't know that manufacturers made the body different thicknesses in different parts. But yeah, they definitely are different thicknesses throughout the body. I can tell the difference in where my fingers are. These are non-adjustable shocks. Oh, right, the 3S battery. Okay, so currently the battery I have in there is the Relarlo 4400 milliamp hour battery that I bought for the Omni Terminator. It does fit. So this one would work, and then any battery that is that size or smaller, so like this one will fit. This is from the MJXs, obviously it fits. It doesn't take up the full length of the battery tray. This battery fits, which is this is the stock battery that comes with the Omni Terminator. And then this Pavway battery also, it fits. That's going to do it for this video, and I'll see you on the next video.